Thank you all. Thank you all for joining this class. I'm
Mataji.
so excited. There are many more to join. I think maybe in a minute or so, many will be joining us. And so excited. I am excited. Are you all?
Yeah.
Very much, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Very much.
It's been a
I
long
am
time.
also very much excited. So let's start, but we'll start with, as usual, our Mangala Charan prayers, right? Let me see whether I have option of sharing the screen. So that I need to open my PDF.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna everyone. Dandavat Pranam. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glory to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna ki Dandavat Pranam. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Mataji,
Mataji.
Dandavat Pranam, all glory to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you all for joining the class today. Let me share my screen. Just give me a second. Hare Krishna, sorry, I got some issue.
You have the sharing access, Mataji. I've given you.
Okay,
co-host.
yes.
Okay.
I'm not able to share because my system is new, right? I have to do some system preference to do the settings to share, but then I have to restart the Zoom. That's why I had to go out and come again. So thank you all once again for joining the class today. I'm so excited that you, this young, brilliant souls are joining us to learn the most essence, most important scripture and essence of all the Vedic knowledge that we are going, is Bhagavad-gita class from our ISKM Kids Children class that we are delivering. So thank you all for joining again. And before going into the details, I think we need to show you the agenda, what we are going to do. Basically, this class is based on the Bhagavad-gita as it is by our founder Acharya of International Krishna, International Society of Krishna Consciousness, is Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So our agenda today, which I've already posted in a WhatsApp group also, we start with Mangalacharan prayers and welcome all the children to the class, an introduction of our teachers and children, and some etiquettes on the virtual classroom because we are having a Zoom online class, right? So what are the things that we are expecting from you? And there are some kind of small rules that we are the expectations from us. And we start our Bhagavad Gita introduction today. So as it goes, every week we are planning to cover one chapter because it's really a vast subject. If you really wanted to put everything into one class, it's going to be the essence, only the important points. Please stay more close attention, pay more attention to this, close attention to the class, because it's a structured class and series of class of Bhagavad Gita by through one chapter every week. If you miss one class, you're going to miss a lot. Okay, so today's Mangala Charan prayers, may I ask anyone to volunteer to for the prayers? Who wanted to do? Sanvi raised the hand. Yes, Sanvi, I would like to give you the opportunity. So I know some of you already memorized the Mangalacharan prayers, but there are few new kids are there. We wanted also, I'm not sure whether they know or not. So we will share the screen on the Mangalacharan prayers. We'll try to read with Sanvi as much as that we could read. Okay. So let me stop the screen. Sorry. Stop sharing. And I'll share again the Mangalacharan prayers. Give me a second.
How did you move our screen?
Sorry? Okay. Mangalacharan prayers is the prayers, anything that we do, we start with the prayers. In school, you might have seen that, or in a home, we see that everything we start with the prayer, especially Mangalacharan prayers, is invoking the auspiciousness. And we, in this prayers, definitely we don't just directly pray to the Lord only. We also pray to all our acharyas, guru, acharyas, and Radharani. So it's all in the sequence that we'll have a sequence of prayers that we will be doing it. I will be praying. And today Sanvi has actually have volunteered to do these prayers. Sanvi, just to let you know, before we start, we do Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 3 times. Then we start the Mangalacha prayers. You are aware of that, right?
No, Mataji, because this is my first time, so I'm not aware of this.
Oh, this is the first time. So I tell you, you must start with Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 3 times. Then you do the Mangalacharan prayers. You know or not all the Mangalacharan prayers?
Mataji, I didn't learn.
You didn't learn. So, okay, then you rather you do today, you do another day after learning. I wanted someone else who already learned. Probably we can start with, who raised the hand? Bhavya.
Mataji, can I do?
Bit late, Bhavya raised the hands already. So we'll start with Bhavya. Okay? Bhavya, you can start.
Yes, Mataji. Could you? I have learned, but could you share the slides?
Yes,
I feel a
I'm
little
sharing.
nervous.
Am I not sharing? I think I already sharing. Okay?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtham Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Shri Mataji, could you
Sorry.
Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha हे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुवेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hari Bol.
Thank you so much, Bhavya. Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. It's a very beautiful prayers. We started very nicely. And okay, now again, I'll share my screen on the agenda. Let's go there first. So we did the Mangalacharan prayers. So we were going to welcome all the children to the class. And so far we have 40 kids registered for our children class. So you see that this is 26 and here we have rest of the kids, total 40. Starts with 2 because the first line is the header. That's why 41 means it's a 40 kids. And you also see the blue color ones highlighted. Those are the new kids who never attended the class or even for the first time, one time also. So they are the blue color. So we have 10 of them. And those in the light yellow color highlighted ones are were attending Gopal class. And they're still attending Gopal class, but they are kindly promoted to Madhav class as well because they are the age of around 10 and plus. So they are going to join us as well. So the yellow color ones, you see there are quite a number of kids as well joining from Gopal class to Madhav class. And the remaining white ones, which not highlighted ones, are existing our Madhav class kids. So they know the pattern, the structure of the class. And last week we had starting January, we had one class with them to tell that what is the structure, new structure going to be, because the old structure was different. We are changing to new structure to cover, I mean, to actually accommodate the Bhagavad-gita class. Last time, what we used to have is after Mangalacharan prayers, we used to read 3 to 5 pages of one of the Srila Prabhupada book. We started reading Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita as it is. And after that, we will have either going around the class or the topic of the class. So there will be various topics that we covered in past 3 years in our online class. But this year starting, we are going to start with the Bhagavad-gita class, which will go for 5 months at least. So we have provided the date as end of the 19th of May as end of the session. This is considering that each class will be covering one chapter. In case if there is a class that which we will not be able to cover one chapter fully because the chapter is quite long and a lot of questions are there, we might extend to the next class. That might go a little, maybe 3-4 classes, and overall we might extend. But in between also, every 6 chapter complete, we wanted to have a small assessment about from you that how you understand Bhagavad Gita as it is in the class, and then you can have some kind of assessment. We'll try to plan how the assessment we can provide it to you. So once you finish the assessment, we'll go into the next chapter. So this is the plan. 19 May, although we try to keep the date, it might go extend couple of more weeks as well, but it's not more than 2-3 weeks. Okay, this is our plan. So right now, we have 28, right, minus 4. 24 kids joined, still few more kids to join, and maybe they'll be late coming. Some already told me they'll be coming late. 1 or 2 today they have to miss because of some other function or festival or the house things that they have to do. But our expectation is to regular attendance. I'll come back to you on that one. So mainly this many kids are there. Warm welcome to you all. Okay, so this one, back to our agenda. So introduction of teachers. So if you see, let me show into the gallery. I'll stop sharing for a while. We just see the gallery. So if you see the gallery here, I'm Vishnupriya Devidasi. Will be taking the Bhagavad Gita class. Along with me, there is Nishita Mataji, who will also be sharing some of the classes. And I will hand over to Nishita Mataji in a while. Then Radhika Saki Mataji is another, our mother student, the teacher, who used to also take classes, but right now, due to the busy schedule, she might have to skip few classes, but she's helping us in the background. In fact, you see the poster of Bhagavad Gita invitation poster that was designed by Radhika Saki Mataji, a brilliant top designer that we have. And plus, additionally, she has the knowledge is kind of, we cannot compare with anyone. Very beautiful soul that we have a lot of knowledge. She'll be sharing with us and as and when she get time and join us, right? And the last one is we have Vrindavaneshwari Mataji, who is really, really very active in when it comes to the kids. She's all the kids will be clinging to her as if like, honeybee is sticking to the honey and all. So they love Vrindavaneshwari Mataji, and she is very much into kids and classes, and she will be helping us also. So all of us that are there for you if you have any doubts. If not during the class, offline, and you can always ask us in the WhatsApp group. If you also wanted to chat with us privately, you can ask Nishita Mataji, Radhika Mataji, Vrindavaneshwari Mataji, and myself. So we'll be able to help you out. Okay, but during the class, we would like to restrict the questions towards only related to the topic only, because due to the time constraint and the topic vast nature of the topic, we will not be able to cover all kinds of questions during the class. But outside the class, yes. Any questions? There are 4 teachers, right? Any questions? Okay, then we will go into the I will hand over to each teacher to talk for a couple of minutes. Then we'll come back to the students to have some introduction about yourself, because some of the students may not know each other, right? So we'll have some introduction classes, introduction section as well. So I'll go to Radhika Sakhi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. I hope you all can hear me. So thank you, Vishnupriya Mataji, for introducing me. But no, I'm not a soul with a lot of knowledge or anything as such. It's more just that whatever I know, it's because of the association of our devotees as well as Srila Prabhupada's books. So as you know, we'll be reading from Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad-gita as it is for this course. And Prabhupada himself has said that every answer to every question you have in life is actually in that one book alone, because it is spoken directly from the Supreme Lord himself. Literally, even from the very start, you will see now, whenever Krishna speaks, it says Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, not even Shri Krishna Uvacha, because there can be a man named Krishna, there can be anyone who goes by the name of Govinda, there can be a person by the name of Achyuta, but Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Bhagavan means he who is full in 6 opulences, completely full in 6 opulences, which are strength, wealth, knowledge, beauty, fame, and renunciation. So we may have these to some small extent. We may be slightly famous, slightly rich, but no one can be full in all these 6. If there's a person who's full in all these 6 opulences, he is Bhagavan, and there's only one person like that, who is Sri Krishna himself. So when the perfect person who is full in knowledge, full in renunciation gives us instructions, there can be no higher instruction for us. But the real challenge of Bhagavad-gita is to accept the instructions in the spirit that Arjuna accepted them. That's why if anyone feels that Bhagavad-gita is not transforming his life, the only possible answer is he's not taking it in the spirit that Arjuna took it in. But fortunately, in order to enable us to come to that platform, Srila Prabhupada has given a detailed explanation for each verse so that we will understand it in the right spirit of Bhagavata, which is the spirit in which Arjuna understood it. So basically, I'm very glad that Vishnupriya Mataji came up with this, because so far, I think we have not done a systematic study of Bhagavad-gita, although there have been some chances for us to memorize the verses. But memorizing the verses is one thing, and understanding the true essence of that is something else. So now it's very good that we are going chapter by chapter in depth. So I hope all of you will have a great time. So as Vishnupriya Mataji mentioned, I actually have some commitments coming up on Sundays. So I can't really promise that I'll be here every Sunday or even every few Sundays. But I'm sure you're in good hands. You have Vishnupriya Mataji, Nishita Mataji, and Vrinda Mataji to guide you. And I'll always be there if you all want to reach out to me. I'll be on the groups as well. So I wish you all a very happy learning.
Thank you, Radhika Mataji. Thank you so much. So I'll hand over to Nishita Mataji to have a few words.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So nice to see you, and so nice to see a lot of our usual kids, a lot of our younger kids, and so many new faces also. The first step to acquiring any knowledge, and especially spiritual knowledge, is inquisitiveness, right? And enthusiasm. So I'm just so excited to see over 25 of you here, and so many of you dressed so nicely with your tilak on. You're all looking like beautiful Vaishnav devotees. And yes, you're all extremely, extremely lucky to be studying Bhagavad-gita at such a young age. And it's rightly said that, you can open any page of any question that you have in mind, you can open any page of the Bhagavad-gita and you'll find the exact answer that you need in that moment. So, we spend so much of our lives studying one book or the other, and we take for granted things that are actually a repertoire of all the questions we could possibly have. So I'm just so excited. Personally, I'm excited to start this journey with all of you as well, because it's not like you read the book once and you're done, right? Every time you read these books, you learn more and more. So more than you all, I'm excited to start doing the systematic study of Bhagavad-gita. And yes, I'm hopeful that I'm going to see all of you every Sunday here. And again, we are all students, right? Even your teachers here are all students. We're all learning, and we're all learning from Srila Prabhupada, and we're all learning from Krishna. So no questions are bad questions. No questions are wrong questions. Please use us. Please use this space. Please help each other so we can all become better devotees. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Nishita Mataji. It's very short and crisp and very to the point. And Vrinda Mataji, over to you. Please say a few words to the kids.
Hare Krishna to all the Madhavas. I just really want to say that you all are all very blessed that you're at this very young age you can learn the science of Bhagavad Gita, and especially by the teachings of Prabhupada. So it's very nice, and most important, I feel that you all will be guided by Vishnu Priya Mataji, who is the most senior most devotee, and the one who guides everyone very nicely. And of course, Radhika Sakhi Mataji, Nishita Mataji, all are there. So just take the most of this opportunity and learn the science of God about Krishna very nicely from this very young age. And we'll try to make these classes even more fun for you. Like we'll try to put some fun activities so that you can learn the Bhagavad Gita even like just like in a fun manner also, and not just always like study. And yeah, we'll try to make the classes fun and just use this opportunity as much as possible. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Vishnu Priya Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Vrinda Mataji. And you made a great point. Fun, of course, yes. And I see Radhika smiling, and Priyangi and all the kids are really smile, happy knowing that. So definitely we'll have something in between, fun elements, because just reading everything, learning, and too many things, it will be over burden or overwhelming for you all. Definitely every time when we ask, when we cover the chapter or anything, the following weekdays also we'll just ponder upon, do some revision with fun activities in our WhatsApp. Okay. Then, okay, now I'll hand over to all, go back to the kids one by one. I can call upon, and please introduce yourself, and probably we'll go with who? I see in my screen, I see Bhavya on the top. So Bhavya, Sanvi, Vishrut. So we'll go with that pattern. Bhavya, start.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. So I have been in this Madhava classes for past 3 years, 2 or 3 years, and I was introduced to it through Instagram. Now, Instagram is a place of full of distraction, but it made a very big change in my life. And since I have met my mentors, Vishnu Priya Mataji, Nishita Mataji, Radhika Mataji, Vrindavaneshwari Mataji, they all have helped me so much to progress. And it is not progress is not by our hands, it is by the mercy of Lord. And yes, that is my small introduction. I am a student of class 11, and I'm very very excited and happy. I'm looking forward to learn Bhagavad Gita from our most dearest Matajis. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Bhavya. Let's go to Sanvi next.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. Yes, you can tell your name, your age, where are you from?
Mataji, I am now like 9 years, and I am now in Bhubaneswar, India. So I want to say one sloka as I've recited from Bhagavad Gita.
You can say that we don't have much time. Probably just is a one sloka. Yes, please.
Dhritarashtra uvacha dharmashetre kurukshetre samaveta mamakaha pandavasyaiva kimma kurvata sanjaya.
Very good. Very good, Sanvi. Started already with the chapter 1, first text 1. Very, very good. Very nice, Sanvi. Sanvi is actually, previously she was also in Singapore attending our Gopal class. As she mentioned, she's only 9 years old. Although this class is from 10 years to 16 years old, she was so enthusiastic, one of the first ones to register for our class. So we don't really restrict, although we say 10 to 16, if they're willing to learn, there are few kids who are less than 10 also joining here. We will welcome them because they know already the basics, everything foundation from the Gopal class. So they should be able to catch up. We believe that. Welcome, Sanvi. Now I move to Vishnu Sriram. Hare Krishna. Introduce yourself. You tell your name, your age, and where are you from?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Tell your full name.
Kulle Visrut Sriram.
How old are you?
8 years old.
8 years old. So even 1 year less than Sanvi. Okay, then where are you from?
From Singapore.
Singapore. Okay. Because there are many children from India also, they do not know you're from where. That's why I asked you. So Vishnu Shriram is one of our youngest devotee in our mother, now actually youngest devotee in our mother class. He wanted to attend the Bhagavad-gita class, and it is basically how much he knows is so many slokas and so many things he learned from the Gopal class as well. Very enthusiastic learner, and I'm sure he will be enjoying the class and learning very well with us. Thank you so much, Vishnu Shriram, for joining. Let's move on to next person. It's Udita, and at my top, from the top. Hare Krishna, Udita.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, you want to share?
Yeah, I'm Udita Bhattacharya and I'm studying in class 9 and I'm from Assam, India.
You're from Assam, India. Okay. So you how do you know about this class?
I got to know it from Instagram.
Instagram. And do you know anything before any Krishna conscious related activities? Have you performing any devotional service or anything?
Yeah, actually, I'm connected to ISKCON Chopati, Mumbai. So I attended Bhagavad-gita class and Hanuman Chalisa class by Shubhalas Prabhuji.
Okay. Do you chant?
Yeah, I chant. I like recently started chanting, so I chant 2 rounds only.
Very good. Very good. 2 rounds. Very good. Then slowly you can increase as well.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. Thank you so much. Warm welcome to you, Udita. Let me move on to the next
Thank
one.
you, Mataji.
Shan.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Ishan.
So, my name is Ishan. I am 10 years old. So, my base location is in Andhra Pradesh, but I reside from Singapore. So, how I got to know about this class, I've been already in this class before, but I've joined recently only. So, I like to go around and transport and take videos from my YouTube channel. And then my grandmother was also in Singapore for a few months. So she likes to go around temples and pray for the gods. So we both decided to go around and see different temples. And then we got to know about the ISKCON temple in Singapore. So we headed to ISKCON temple in the night before Vamana Dwadasi. So then the staff over there, they informed us that there was Vamana Dwadasi tomorrow. So that day my mom couldn't come. My grandmother couldn't come. So I went by myself there. And then I met Nishda Mataji, Vishnupriya Mataji. And then they also told that for the festival, after all the bhajans were done, we were having like a Bhagavatam class, Srimad Bhagavatam class for 2 hours. I was sitting there itself. So after that, they told me about this Madhav class. So I decided to join, and yeah.
Attending. Very good. Ishan, you have described the sequence very nicely. I still remember the day you come on Vamdwadasi, and I was really so surprised to see the 10-year-old kid attending the full Bhagavatam class without any disturbance. And I was very much appreciative on that one. And also see that how much you are inquisitive and how much you are basically enthusiastic to learn and regularly attending our classes since then. So appreciate all the efforts, and I know definitely you will be learning a lot. You will reach great heights, and make very good spiritual progress by the mercy of the Lord and Srila Prabhupada. Welcome to you, and let me move on to Avigna and Avigyan.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
My name is Avigna and I'm 10 years old. I live in India now, and how I came to know about this class is that when I used to be small, I used to go to school with Priyangi. So Priyangi that time used to like do all those kirtan and stuff at her house. So sometimes I used to go to her house and attend it. So then slowly she would also tell me about the classes and all. So that's how I came to know about the Gopal class. And then Radhika also told me about the Madhav class. So that's how I came and attended all these classes.
Very nice, Avigna. Avigyan? Avigna and Avigyan are twins? Yes, Avigyan?
My name is Avigyan, and I used to live in Singapore, but then I shifted to India.
India. And same as Avigna, right? So you got to know from Priyangi. And already you small little kids are already preachers.
Yes,
See, you're bringing another person to a temple and start attending classes itself. It's a preaching. So this is really great thing. So Avigna and Avigyan, it is your responsibility to bring more people in. Okay?
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Warm welcome to you. Then let's move on. And Balaram, Nitai Das, and Yogesh. Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Dandavat
Actually,
Pranam. All glory to Srila Prabhupada.
Actually, I joined this mother before, but I couldn't attend due to book distribution and other services. So this is the first time I'm attending, and I will learn and I would like to learn more about this.
Very
Thank
nice. Yes, Yogesh?
Yes, Mother.
Also
I
same,
am
right? I know
Yogesh.
you. Mhm.
I am Yogesh from ISKM Pondicherry. I am 11 years old.
Very good. Also same, right? You both actually registered for mother class because of your service there in Pondicherry. In the Sundays, you were not able to attend the class. And when I was there in Pondicherry in December, unfortunately, I could not meet you both. I stayed there for 3 days, but I could not meet you. But hopefully very soon again, we will meet. Okay. Thank you and warm welcome to you. In great service you both are doing at the young age, and Balaram Nitai Das is already initiated. It's such a great thing, right? In the young age, initiated and strictly following the 4 principles and 16 rounds chanting. And this is great, following the Srila Prabhupada instruction. Warm welcome to you both. Now I'll move on to Radhika. Hare Krishna, Radhika.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
A little closer to your mic.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Okay, your voice is a bit low for me, but it's okay. You can talk.
Can you hear me?
Yes and no, but very, very slow. Is it for me? The volume is low for me or for you also?
No, for
Mataji,
me
it's
also.
Bit low. You need to
Maybe
shout
try
now.
covering the mic or something.
Mataji, I'll bring headphones. You do the next person first.
Okay. Kind of, you're telling something which I don't understand.
Mataji, she might have like lowered her mic volume. Like that's how much volume you input to others. You can actually change it on settings.
Radhika, do one thing. You try to fix it. I'll come back to you later. Okay, good. So let me move on to Yuvraj. Hare Krishna, Yuvraj.
Hare Krishna Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
My name is Yuvraj and I am 11 years old. I've learned many things from the Matajis, and I know Madhav class. Like I joined first, and then I know about Madhav class after that. So Mataji told me you can join Madhav's class, so I joined.
Thank you, Yuvraj. I know how much you are so beautiful, playing the harmonium and very serious, sincerely coming to the classes, and very nice to see you also.
Thank you,
Please do attend the classes regularly. Thank you and warm
Thank you,
welcome.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yuvraj. Sorry, Yuvraj finished. You were Samar. Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Mataji.
Switch on your
Hare
camera.
Krishna. 1 second, Mataji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. So, Mataji, I am Samar and I am 10. My age is 10. And Mataji, one thing I wanted to share that even though I'm living so close to the temple and all, Mataji, I'm not. See, I feel like that the temple is so close, but I'm not going like directly in the evening program every day. Just Mangalarti I'll go and I'll come back. So that is one thing I wanted to improve. And Mataji, Prabhupada used to say that there are 3 kinds of devotees. One is Kanishthadikari, one is Madhyamadikari, and one is Uttamadikari. Prabhupada is like Uttamadikari. So Uttamadikari can see Krishna eye to eye, and Madhyamadikari can see Krishna everywhere. So I am Mr. Kanishthadikari. So Prabhupada is telling this. And Prabhupada used to say you have to level up your Krishna consciousness so that you come to your proper stage where you will get to see Krishna eye to eye. That's another arranged.
Basically, very good summary. Basically, you're telling us you wanted to progress, improve more. And although you're staying very close to the temple, you feel that whatever you're doing is not enough. This itself is a very good quality. Keep on. You wanted to keep on yourself improving in your spiritual progress. Wishing you all the best for that. And definitely, although you say your age is 10, we consider that 20 or something, because the knowledge that you have and your memory power, it's not because you know everything or anything, but whatever you're reading, you're remembering and you're revising it. Those are the things that we really appreciate it, and keep doing it. Okay. Oh, Shivansh is here. Hare Krishna, Shivansh. I'll move on to Shivansh.
Hare
Yes.
Krishna, Mataji. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. I am. My name is Shivansh, and I am 10 years old, and I am also a brother of Yuvraj. And I have learned a lot from Mataji's, and that's all, Mataji.
You're also from Singapore now. And yes, Shivansh is also a very sincere person and attending the classes so sincerely. And he's able to actually explain it well when during the class also when we ask. It's a very good quality. Whatever you're learning, it's not okay, not enough. But when you're able to explain, you can become a great preacher in the future. So that's keep practicing and start planning for preaching already. Okay, good job.
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Welcome, Shivansh. Move on to Dhruv. Hare Krishna, Dhruv.
Hare Krishna, ma'am. Mataji.
Yes.
My name is Dhruv and I am 11-year-old. I live in West Bengal in India. And this is my first class. Means I've missed one class. That's why it's my second class, but I am joining this class at first time.
Very good. Very good. So are you the brother of Bhavya?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Warm welcome to you. I'm so happy. Bhavya always used to say about you during the class also, he is my brother, chanting and all. Now finally we get to have you in our class as well. So I hope you will enjoy our classes and make your spiritual progress. Warm welcome to you.
Mataji.
Yes. I move
Thank
on
you.
to Samanvi. Hare Krishna, Samanvi. Please introduce yourself in the class.
Hare Krishna Mataji. My name is Samanvi. I'm 11 years old. I come from ISKM Singapore. And this is my first class.
First class for Madhav class. You've been
Yes.
attending Gopal class.
Yes.
Samanvi is also a very good learner, and she also finished Kunti Stuti, one of our first student, one of first few students. She finished Kunti Stuti, and she is having a lot of enthusiasm in learning, singing, and very much close to Radhika, Avigna, Avigyan, Priyangi. All of them make a lot of hangamas in the class. So it's very beautiful to see you in the class. Thank you, and warm welcome to you. Move on to Priyangi. Hare Krishna,
Thank you,
Priyangi.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
My name is Priyangi and I am 10 years old. So 4 years back, I attended this class from social media. And before I attended this class, my father was also in Krishna consciousness. So, and then now I've learned a lot from this class. Like I've progressed a lot from all these years. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Priyangi. Yeah, being a Gopal kid, I've seen lot of progress in you. First, in fact, first student to complete Kunti Stuti in Gopal class as well. And secondly, I love your singing, the Jagannath Ashtakam, and also the Rangolis. Beautiful Rangolis you make, Jagannath, Tulsi Marani. So keep doing more and more for the pleasure of the Lord. Warm welcome to you. Okay, now I go to location Kushal. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shall yes, introduce yourself to the class.
I'm Kushal, and I've been in the temple for 1 year already, and I chant at least 8 rounds a day, at
Wow,
least.
that's good.
Sometimes I chant 16 if it's like Ekadashi and like special days, then I chant 16. And actually, most of the days I do chant 16. It's just when I'm really busy, sometimes I can only manage to chant like 8. So
Very
yeah.
good, very good. Yes. How about you, Lokesh?
Hare Krishna, I'm Lokesh and I chant 16 rounds every day.
Wow,
Haribol.
amazing. Very good, very good. And how old are you?
14, turning 15.
Okay, very good. So warm welcome to you both. I see you many times in the temple doing lot of service, and you are also enjoying doing the service for the pleasure of the Lord. I am very happy. I hope you can make more progress and take some benefits out of this classes. So warm welcome to you both.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I'll go back to Radhika. Is everything okay now?
Yes, Mataji.
We can hear you very clearly. Yes, go ahead.
Hare Krishna. My name is Radhika and I'm in Singapore.
You have been attending Gopal class for many years as well. A lot of things you learned, right, in the class.
Yeah.
And also for past few months, you've been attending Madhav class as well last year, right?
Yes.
Anything else you want to share?
I go to the temple every Sunday.
I've been
And
hearing from
most of the
Nirmala Mataji that Radhika loves to the Association of Devotees 24/7. She doesn't want to do anything. She likes to be in the temple, associate with the devotees, always liking. So that is a very, very beautiful quality that you have, Radhika. Enjoy being with devotees. And that itself is a learning already. When you are in the devotees, Association of Devotees is the first and foremost that we need to do, and you have that inclination towards it. Very good. Thank you and warm welcome to you. So I'll move on to Chetna. Hare Krishna, Chetna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna everyone.
What do you want to share?
Yes, Mataji. So my name is Chetna. I'm 16 years old, and I joined these mother classes like 2.5 years ago, and I've been joining since. So I first knew about these classes from my aunt, who is Anuradha Mataji. So she recommended these classes to me, and so since then I've learned a lot of things from Matajis and even from all the students here, from Mother students, from Gopal students, everyone. And so I've learned a lot of things. But one thing I would like to share is that when I see all the Mother students or Gopal students do something, so like then I get inspired to do the same. So that is something I like about the classes, and that's it, Mataji.
Thank you, Chetana. How nicely, beautifully you're sharing that. This is also part of associating with the like-minded and devotees, right? You get inspired by all the good qualities of the devotees, and you wanted to do the same, which is why we really wanted every mother kids to attend the class regularly. If you miss it, you're easily getting trapped into the Maya and then lose the interest. Rather, you come every week and you get inspired. I wanted to do this. And every time when we try to start a new program, a chanting program or something, we'll all get excited, do something, wanted to do more. And then slowly it goes off when we are not focusing on it, right? So, but again, we charged up during Sunday. It's right now, maybe Sunday charging up, but slowly when we get the taste, it's, I think we had the quiz last during the riddles, right? One is the gradual development of our devotion and love towards God is basically to have faith and associate with the pure devotees and get initiated by the spiritual master and following the orders of the spiritual master, then firm faith, and then go into the bhava stage where you really, then slowly into the prema. But at least we starting with the association of devotees, at least we get that start the interest. It is really good. You beautifully said that, Chetna. You are one of more sincere student in our class, and you've been doing it consistently, all the classes and homeworks, everything, you're doing it on time. And thank you so much for that, and warm welcome to you. So I move on to Priya.
Mataji,
Yes.
Mataji, one more thing I would like to say. Mataji, when I see you and all the Matajis, so that also inspires me. So,
Inspiration.
Mataji, like, yeah.
In fact, to tell you frankly, you're all our inspiration. Last week, Nitshita Mataji messaged Mataji, I'm not feeling well. Can I take a little break during the class? She messaged me. I didn't even see that. Then I told Nishita Mataji, without seeing that message, Mataji, can you take over the class? Because I am coughing a lot. I need some break. Something I messaged her. Because I didn't see that she's not well, the message. The moment I said, yes, Mataji, okay. Then after that, I see the message that she's not, oh my God, I'm so sorry that I told you. It's okay, I can continue. She said, no, Mataji, I'm totally fine now. I'm happy. I'm getting the energy from the students. So that's, you are giving energy to us. We are not well, but you're giving energy to us. So it's mutual. Thank you so much. Warm welcome to you. I'll move to Priya. Hare Krishna, Priya. Sai Priya, right?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji, my name is Priya and I'm from Malaysia.
Very good.
I found about this class in Facebook. So I wanted to join. It looks fun, so I wanted to join. It looks interesting, so I wanted to know about Bhagavad-gita, so I joined. Hare
So
Krishna Mataji.
you are practicing Krishna consciousness?
Yes.
Malaysia, which place in Malaysia?
Huh?
Penang
KL.
or KL? KL. Okay. So you go to ISKCON KL temple?
Yes.
Very nice. I can see you tilak wearing tilak also. I'm so happy that you joined our classes. You mentioned you were expecting some fun and some
Interesting
exciting,
classes.
interesting. So we'll make it interesting. We'll make it fun also, as Vrindavaneshwari Mata said, right? It's not always learning. We'll make some fun elements included in it. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. Warm welcome to you, Priya.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you. So I'll go to Sia. Hare Krishna, Sia. Okay, we cannot hear you. I know you're talking. Can you try talking again? Mhm. No, I cannot hear you, Sia. Not working, is it? Okay, when you're fixing, you try fixing it. I'll go back, go to others and come back to you. Okay, you try it. So let me move on to next one is Ashrit. Hare Krishna, Ashrit.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes. Try to switch on your camera, please.
Okay, Mataji.
In fact, I want everyone. I'll come back to you that everyone switch on your camera. Yes, please introduce yourself, Ashrit. Your journey from Singapore to India to US, all please introduce.
Hare Krishna Mataji. My name is
Yes.
Ashra. Like I've been in like ISKCON, like ISKM since the last about like 5 to 6 years. I think like from 2018 till now. Like these classes have been so fun. Like I just can't not join them. Like sometimes when I actually like miss, I'll make sure that I'll actually come here. So like, cause like these classes are super fun, and yeah.
Thank you, Ashrit. Thank you for telling it is fun. So Priya will be happy. There's some fun is there. Ashrit is actually joined our Gopal class, physical class in Singapore initially. Then when they moved to India, when I reached out to them, very happy to join our mother class. And he's been attending our mother class regularly, make a lot of great progress. He reads a lot of books. In fact, he says most of the books that he read it. We're asking him to reread again. So the next one is they relocated to USA, and it's actually midnight for him, almost going to be midnight. He still wanted to attend the class, telling that Mataji, I cannot miss the class. I really wanted to attend. Luckily, we just moved 1 hour early, so at least he can sleep little early. But it's inspiring a lot for us also. A small child attending the class midnight, and then it makes us to do a lot more for the service of the Lord and Prabhupada. So definitely we'll keep our commitments, Ashrit, and we'll make it more fun and happy, exciting classes for you all. Warm welcome to you. So I'll move to Adrit. Next one, Adrit, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
My name is Adrit and I'm 10, but I'll be turning 11 this year. I live in Singapore and I used to come here for 4 years. How I found this place was when my dad was searching to where to go, which temple. He found this temple, and when we went there, it was really nice.
Okay, very good, Adrit. Adrit is another intelligent, another very bright student of our class, and a lot of inquisitiveness is there. And the moment I said about this Bhagavad-gita class, happily immediately registered. So warm welcome to you, Adrit. Hope you enjoy our classes. I'll move to Danush. Hare Krishna, Danush.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, but can you introduce?
My name is Dhanush Mataji. I am from India, Karnataka.
Very good. And how old are you?
10 Mataji.
You are
I am
10
10.
years old.
Yes,
And Rukmini Mataji used to tell very nice about you that you are doing morning program, you do deity dressing for Lord Jagannath, right? You do Tulsi Aarti, lot of things you do so nicely, so beautiful. Whatever we are learning, we are practicing that is also matters a lot, and you're doing it. So great. Warm welcome to you. I hope you enjoy your classes. Okay?
Yes.
Very good. So I'll move to Nanda. Hare Krishna, Nanda.
Hare Krishna Mataji and everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm Nanda from Singapore. I'm 16 and a half. I was from ISKM actually from birth. My naming ceremony was in ISKM, but I'm still very junior. I'm not very advanced. Whatever I know is because of association with devotees and the mercy from Prabhupada and Krishna. Why I joined this class is because of devotee association, and also like what Prahlad Maharaj said, we need to do devotional service from the very beginning of life using this human form, because this human form is rarely achieved, and although it's temporary like the other bodies like animal bodies, in human body we can do devotional service.
Very good, Nanda. So given very limited time, you already started giving us mini class for us. You and Samarth are similar. So very good. Yes. To many of you who do not know, Nanda is my son as well. He's my second son. First son is already 20 years old, not eligible for attending this class, although we will give him class privately. So Nanda still attends this class. Probably, I'm not sure how long, because he's already 16 and a half. So he may, at least for Bhagavad-gita class, he'll be joining us. One of our good student. Warm welcome to you, Ananda. Hope you enjoy your classes. Okay, I'll move on to Chanchal Kumari Shah. Hare Krishna, Chanchal. Please switch on your camera.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम
Dandavat Pranam. Yes. Please introduce yourself, your name, your age.
My
Anything?
name is Chanchal Sao. I am 18 years old.
Okay.
I am from West Bengal, India.
Okay.
I got to know about these classes through my friend Bhavya, and she directed me to register here.
Yes. It was 2 a.m. for me last night. Early this morning, I got the message from Bhavya that Mataji, can you add my friend Chanchal also? I was thinking I'll add it morning, but I'm sure if I forget, then you will miss the class. That's why I make sure that I add the same time. So that time I added you. I'm so glad that you joined our classes, although our registration was closed on 10th. I still wanted more people to take the advantage of this class and learn. That's why, never mind, more the merrier. I said, please bring her in. So happy that you joined. Hope you enjoy our classes. If possible, please turn on your camera so we all can see you, because it's the first class for you we have never seen. Would like to also have your face, Darshan. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna. So I'll move on to Deshna. Hare Krishna, Deshna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna everyone. I'm Deshna. I'm 14 years old and I'm really excited to learn more about Bhagavad-gita.
Thank you, Deshna. Deshna was also in Singapore earlier, then moved to India and continue our classes, online classes. Very, very sweet girl. Lot of things. Her singing, we all like her singing a lot. We wanted her to do more, and also sometimes she makes beautiful mukut and arts and crafts. She's good at it also. And sometimes she shows Mataji, these are the mukuts that made beautiful, really beautiful, and our altar decoration are all really very good. Enjoy all those things, Deshna, and the way you learn is also very clear, with clear understanding. Keep it going. Warm welcome to you. So I'll move to Jyotika. Hare Krishna, Jyotika. Jyotika, you're on mute.
I'm sorry, Mataji. Hare Krishna Matajis and Hare Krishna everyone. So I'm Jyotika and I'm 40. I'm from India. So I joined this classes like a few years back, and one main significance I learned from these classes is that there is something more divine than this material world, which is a spiritual world or the abode of Krishna. So and then I learned another truth from these classes, which is this human life is the only opportunity, the best possible opportunity to reach back to Godhead, and all these stuff I know is through the mercy of Vishnu Priya Mataji, because she was the one who introduced me to all these beautiful classes and other stuff. So thank you, Mataji, and I'm really looking forward for this new series, Bhagavad-gita series. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Jyotika. And, yes, you are one of our brilliant student who actually you are a kind of a sloka machine. When we tell that sloka to learn within that week, if just 2 weeks, 2 verses a week, if I give, everybody learns 1 or maximum 2, and she will learn 7. So that's how she finished Brahmasam. All the Aarti songs, Brahmasam. She is like started with 0. She do not know anything, any of the songs before. She just finished all of the things ahead of everybody because she is very much interested in learning shloka. Then she learned to learn the shloka with the meaning and understanding the purpose. She's doing that as well regularly. I appreciate all the efforts that you're putting, Jyotika. Warm welcome to you.
Yes, Mataji.
So we have Shashank, Yogan, and Sia. I'll go to Shashank first, Yogan, then Sia. Shashank?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
I'm Shashank. I am 15 years old and I'm living in Singapore. And I got to know about this class through Madhav class itself.
Yes, Shashank is another very, very good boy and a good bhakta. His drawings are very good and sincerely attends the class and also do all the homework very nicely. And I've been when he comes to the temple previously before COVID, I really enjoy having him in the class because of his sincerity. And he's having his younger brother, I think 2.5, 3 years old, is it now?
Yeah, 3 years old Mataji.
3 years old already. So father already told Mataji, we have another member for your children class. When he was born, the baby was born, younger brother. So I'm very happy to hear that as well because the family is supporting so much. Is also is a great boon for us. So you have that family support and warm welcome to you. Hope you enjoy your classes.
Thank you Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yogan, Hare Krishna, Yogan.
Hare Krishna Mataji. My name is Yogan. I live in Singapore and I'm 16 this year. I came to know about this class because I visit the temple regularly a few years ago before COVID. I've
Very
been
good.
coming to this class for about 2 to 3 years now.
Very good, Yogan. Yogan is a silent, very quiet boy, but I know that whatever maybe, he regularly attends our classes, which is very important thing to be there. So definitely he has knowledge, just that he is not able to speak it out. But I'm sure he will come out one day and he will be really talking to us a lot. And please, Yogan, put a little more efforts in talking with us. Ask questions if you feel anything that you don't understand, so fine. But I know that you, whatever may be the reason, you attend the classes regularly, which is a very good thing. So appreciate all the efforts and then warm welcome to you.
Thank you.
So
Hare
I'll
Krishna.
move to Sia. Hare Krishna, Sia. Try talking now. No luck. I am so sorry. Okay, do one thing. You can just send a message in the chat about you. Should be good enough. So we'll read it out. Okay. Thank you. I see one more person joined. Is it Alka Kubal? Hare Krishna, Alka. Is it Alka or who? Hare Krishna. Can you introduce yourself to the class, please? Is it Archita or who? I'm so sorry. I don't know. Okay. I'm not hearing anything from them. Fine. From her. Fine. I think, did I miss anyone other than Sia? No, right? So Sia is telling Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. I am Sia. Okay. She just messaging. Okay. 11 years old. Okay. She is also our new student. She just joined our by registering to the Bhagavad-gita class. Sia, you keep messaging anything you wanted to in the chat, and warm welcome to you. Okay. Again, once again, welcome to you all. Thank you for the introduction. It's really great to know you, each one of you, how much you are interested to learn Bhagavad-gita and through this class. It's purely by the mercy of the Lord and Srila Prabhupada, by his great efforts that we are really getting all this mercy and knowing about Bhagavad-gita, the most important essence of all the Vedic scriptures. I will start sharing my screen. One thing that I wanted to really tell about is the next, we done the introduction of teachers and children, right? We would like to have, next is a virtual classroom etiquette. So this introduction is done. Teachers, there are 4 teachers. Suraj, Hare Krishna, Suraj. Yes, thank you for joining the class. I'll come to you in a while. Just give me 2 minutes. So the virtual classroom etiquette, I have made. Suraj, Hare Krishna. Can you go on mute, please? Suraj, we can hear you. Can you please go on mute for a second? Okay. So, is it possible for me to mute her? Okay. I think I did. Fine. So first thing is first, regular attendance we are expecting, because as I mentioned, it's a series and it's a structured class. If you miss one class, the whole chapter you will be missing, and it's difficult to really connect back again. And that's why we wanted your regular attendance. We totally understand if there is an emergency that you cannot attend the class, you tell us beforehand and we'll understand that. But other than that, we're really expecting your regular attendances. And attentive in the class, yes, because it's very important, this essence of whatever the class you're learning in the material, the school, it's totally different from this class. It's very important, but we are trying to squeeze everything in one class for a whole chapter, right? So each point is very important. That's why we wanted you to pay full attention to it. Any questions, please feel free to ask as well. And we would like to have all your cameras on all the time. The reason is we are subject to all this material mode of nature, and Maya, more powerful Maya attract us. The moment we go switch off our camera, you can do multitasking. I am sure you can do, because you are young people young kids who really can do multiple things at a time. In those days, we have been hearing there are Ashtavdanis who can do 8 things at a time. At least to me, one also very difficult, at least because of this material condition that we have, and I'm getting old. Even one thing I'm doing is also very difficult for me. So I really cannot do multitasking. I will not be able to attend. So I'll be in the camera focusing you all, and then will be. So I expect you also to be in the camera. If you switch off your camera, you do other things, you do your school homework, or may not be, or you play something, you will definitely miss the essence, the important thing, whatever we are talking, you'll be missing. So I want you to switch on the camera all the time, and then write down the notes of important points. Although we will be sharing that in the slides here, it's important for you to write down the notes. That will help you to remember, revise it. Anytime you write it down in the notes is what you remember the most. So keep a notebook and a pen, which I also already mentioned in the morning itself. So bring your notebook and a pen. So these are the things that we are expecting you during the virtual classroom classes. Any questions on this? So I'm going to stop sharing and see how many people are switching on your cameras already. Good. Almost all right. So I take one picture of the class today. 1, 2, 3. I think we have 2 pages. Let me also go the other one. Pretty much everybody. I think Priya is struggling, and Chanchal also unable to switch on the camera. Drew, and who else is Alka Kubal. So, okay. Rest of the, please stay on the camera and be attentive in the class. We are going to start our Bhagavad-gita. I'm going to share my screen again. Sorry.
Mataji, can we introduce Suraj?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Suraj. Your mother already mentioned to me yesterday only, I added you to the class, that you will be late for the class today because you have other tuition as well. So never mind, at least you attend the class a bit late. Every time is fine, but any questions if you have, you always can ask. Can you introduce yourself, please? Because everybody, we asked everyone to introduce each other. So we have done with everyone. So I wanted you to introduce yourself.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Suraj is not around. This is Suraj's mother only here.
I see.
Okay, he will be joining later. And as you mentioned me, you will be sending the link later so that he can watch at a later time.
Yes.
That
Thank
will
you
be
so much,
doing.
Mataji, for joining. And sorry, you did mention to me you will join until Suraj comes, right? Yes. So warm welcome to you also, Mataji.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining. Okay, let's start the class. I will share the screen now. Again. So we are done with the virtual classroom etiquette. So you're all okay with that, right? Let me move on to the next slide. Setting the scene and background of this Bhagavad-gita. Bhagavad-gita is spoken by who, to whom, when, where, why, how. There are so many questions. And most of you may be knowing already the story of Mahabharata and Bhagavad-gita, when, how. But some of you may be not knowing something. So before going into the introduction of Bhagavad-gita, I wanted to give a little story behind the background story, why Bhagavad-gita was spoken. And this story, I think most of you may be knowing, but we'll just revise it in a few minutes. That's why I only have one slide here. I am not having any kind of text for you to read as well. Just to go through these pictures to understand the story is about what. So it's Bhagavad-gita is part of Mahabharata. Mahabharata is an epic and it was written by anybody?
Vyasa Maharshi.
Vyasdev, right? Correct. So he has written, Vyasdev, actually what happens, he has written Puranas, Vedas, this kind of Itihasas, everything he has written. And then there was a story about Vyasdev, when all he has written, he was not still happy and not heart content. Why I'm still not happy? And also he get to know from his spiritual master Narada Muni that he has not written something to glorify the Lord and about his pastimes. That's when he wrote Srimad Bhagavatam as well. So basically, we know there are 4 yugas. Many of you may be knowing there are 4 yugas: Kali Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga, and Satya Yuga. These are the 4 yugas. And before Kali Yuga, all the yugas, the people learn all this Vedic knowledge through the word of mouth from the Guru. So it's a Guru and disciple structure, right? They'll go to the Gurukul and learn everything from the Guru. There is nothing writing. It's all Guru will be speaking and the disciple will be hearing, and they will memorize by hearing only Shravanam. Hearing only, there's not much of writing. But towards the end of the Dwapara Yuga, Vyasdev know that Kali Yuga is going to start. And Kali Yuga, a lot of downsides are there, a lot of problems will come. People will have less life. People have less memory and they have a lot of bad habits. So many things will happen. Confusions will happen in Kali Yuga. Vyasadeva knows about it. So he wanted to write all these Vedas and Puranas in the writings so that in the future generations will read and at least they get some kind of spiritual benefits and they'll still be within the spiritual advancement. So rather than hearing, they might forget because of the less memory that they have. They may not be able to follow that. That's why he has wrote so many things, and Srimad Bhagavatam also, right? So Mahabharata is one of the thing where it was more on the story base. So for those people, actually, for the less intelligent people, so-called the Sudras, who are working category, people who don't have much time to study these kind of stories, they'll be preaching all this science of spiritual science through that. So that's how the Mahabharata came into picture. But in that Mahabharata, this Bhagavad Gita was spoken. How? So let's start with the story. There is a king called Shantanu. Shantanu Maharaj is a king of Kuru dynasty. He was ruling the kingdom, Kuru dynasty, and he has 2 wives. First wife is Ganga. Gangaputra is Bhishma. There are story about how Bhishma was born. We are not going detail because of the less time. So Bhishma, and then the second wife after Ganga left him, he married to Satyavati. Satyavati, he has two sons. And two sons, Chitrangada and Vichitravirya. And then Bhishma is the first son. Satyavati was worried that Bhishma may be becoming a king after Shantanu Maharaj. So she actually got the promise from Bhishma Dev that he will not rule the kingdom and he will. And Bhishma Dev also promised that he will not marry, so he won't get a generation of a child or to rule the kingdom as well. So that way, she made sure that her sons will be the one to rule the kingdom. Those Chitrangada is the first son who actually is a great warrior. He was ruling, but his lifespan is very small. He died in the war and he lost his life. Then after that, Vichitravirya has to take care of the kingdom. But Vichitravirya got married to two wives, Ambika and Ambalika. And he is so much attached to the wife. And what happened? He actually falls sick and he fell ill and also died. And Ambika and Ambalika got two children by the mercy of Vyasdev. If you see the second picture here, Vyasdev comes and showered the mercy on Ambika and Ambalika. Sorry, Ambika and Ambalika, right? Ambika, when he was coming to Vyasdev was coming, she was very scared to see him because of his bodily feature was a bit scary because with all this beard and everything, and she closed her eyes, and then the baby born for her become blind. That's Dhritarashtra. And the second one is Ambalika. When the child was born, she was also scared and she changed her, her face was changed to pale, but she didn't close her eyes though. The baby born was a bit weak and pale. That is Pandu Maharaj. Then after that, but there is also a maid servant who gave birth by the mercy of Vyasdev is Vidura. And Vidura is, because maid servant behaved very well, she got a very healthy baby, and as well as very exceptionally good person is Vidura. So these three are brothers, Dhritarashtra, Pandu and Vidura. But Dhritarashtra and Pandu are from the royal queen, right? But Vidura is from maid servant. That's a little lower, so she will not be able to rule the kingdom. But Dhritarashtra and Pandu can. But Dhritarashtra, because of he is blind, the kingdom goes to Pandu to rule. But Pandu has actually Mahabharata have small stories. So many branches are there. We don't want to go detail also, but just to tell you, Pandu Maharaj has some kind of a curse where he cannot get a child, and also some curse by a sage. He was very disturbed. He left the kingdom. He went to the forest, and then who has to rule now? Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra is blind, but with the help of the ministers and secretaries, he was temporarily was ruling the kingdom. Then Dhritarashtra have 100 sons and one daughter. That is Kauravas, right? And then Pandu have 5 sons, but Pandu's wife Kunti Devi has got a boon from Durvasa Muni that whichever the demigod she was thinking, and she can get a child from them with the mantra that he's giving. So that way, she, even before marrying Pandu, she tested that mantra, and then she got Karna, which she already left it, and then Karna later joined Duryodhana, which you all know about it. Then the other 5, she also got 5 children, which are Pancha Pandavas. You know about Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, and Sakadev. So all these 5 Pandavas and Kauravas, those are cousins, the brothers. Because Pandu left, Dhritarashtra was taking care of both of them. They are sent to Gurukul to learn all this knowledge plus military arts from Dronacharya, and also from the guidance from Bhishma Dev's grandfather. So this is the story about it. But during their growing up time, Duryodhana, and when he was born also, he was not, everybody said that he is not, the signs are not good when he was born. So he definitely is not a good child. Many people suggested that he has to be killed, but because of compassionate parents cannot really kill the children, they wanted to keep the child. Dhritarashtra and Gandhari. Gandhari is a wife of Dhritarashtra, who also tied her eyes don't want to see the world, however the husband is going through, she wanted to experience the same. That's why they both are blind, and they wanted to still bring up a child, Duryodhana, but he is always ill-natured, and he hated Pandavas and envied them always. Although Pandavas are virtuous and always very good in their character and devotees, so this Duryodhana never liked them. So he, from the beginning, whenever he get a chance, they always try to plot some plan to kill them. One point of stage, they in the fourth picture, if you see that, this third one is Dhritarashtra and Pandav. The fourth picture, if you see that, there is a wax palace. They were sent the Pandavas, and they burnt, and then somehow with the help of Vidura and Krishna, Pandavas always escape. On whatever the circumstances they get into, that they were always being rescued by Vidura and Lord Krishna. So knowing that all these things, and Duryodhana plotted another plan. Okay, let me do a gambling match with them and cheat them. So it happened, they called up a gambling match, and you see that they were playing gambling, and they by cheating, Kauravas won. And Pandavas do not know about the cheating, but still they played and lost everything. They also took the possessions of Draupadi. Kauravas took the possession of Draupadi, and they insulted her in the assembly, which you all know, either by seeing the serial or reading the books, everything, you know, right? The Draupadi, they were actually pulling the sari, and then Krishna helped. By his divine intervention, Krishna actually helped in that way. Draupadi was saved. Then finally they lost. However, Draupadi was saved. They lost the gambling match, and it was decided they have to go for 13 years of exile to forest. So all Pandavas went to forest along with Draupadi, and they served, exiled in 13 years, and when they come back, they rightfully asked Duryodhana the kingdom. And the ill-natured Duryodhana, do you think he will give? No, he don't want to give the kingdom to them. And he says that he refused to give. And then Pandavas, being a Kshatriyas, their nature of work is to provide what? Administer the people and make sure that people are happy. So they always wanted to be in that level. So they say that, okay, you are not giving the kingdom, give at least 5 villages which we can administer. He says, no, not even a single piece of land, a small piece of land that pin can drive into. I will not give that. How much he was so envious and hated them, that he don't want to share a small piece of land also to them. That is when the war became inevitable between Pandavas and Kauravas. They declared the war. Okay, you're not giving me the land, we will fight with you in the war and get the land from you. That's how it is. So it's decided war is inevitable, and both parties started building up their armies to fight against each other. And they go to the nearby kings and already collecting the supports. So they also went to Lord Krishna to get the support from him. But before fighting, right? Okay, support from him. But what happened? Lord Krishna was sleeping. You see in this picture, the last but one. Sanvi, can you mute, please? Okay, thank you. So if you see, Krishna is sleeping, and Duryodhana went and sit in the head side, and Arjuna in the leg side. And when Krishna woke up, he saw Arjuna first, but Duryodhana said, I came first, you listen to me what I want. So Duryodhana said, I need the help from your army as well. And Arjuna is also asking the same help. But then Krishna said, I only can do 2 things I can do, you choose one of it. Either you take my armed force, or you take me. So Duryodhana, being a political genius, and he wanted Narayani Sena, which is Krishna's Sena, armed forces. It's huge. So he was very happy, my armed forces becoming bigger and bigger. So he took that. Arjuna, being a devotee of the Lord, he knows that wherever Krishna is present, victory will be there. So I only want Krishna. So he's happy with that. But then Duryodhana also said, Krishna cannot take the weapon and fight. He only can be there as a guidance only. So which Krishna agreed to that. He so mercifully said, okay. When Arjuna also not disturbed by that. So now Krishna is in Pandava's side and his armed forces in the Kaurava's side. And if you see this picture one before that, Krishna, what happens before any war happens, it's a custom that messenger will go and talk to the parties, talk to the kings that to stop the war, explaining what will happen, why we should not fight and all those things. So similarly, from Pandava side, Krishna went as a messenger and Duryodhana insulted Krishna. I don't want to listen. He still wanted to war. So now, again, war becomes really inevitable. Cannot stop the war anymore. Have to fight. So that's when the last picture you see, the war going to begin. So they all assembled in Kurukshetra, one side of Kauravas, all the parties and armed forces of related to Kauravas, and one side is Pandavas and their armed forces. And Arjuna is asking, Krishna, can you take me in the front and show me who are they? And I wanted to observe. This is the starting of Bhagavad-gita, where Krishna is speaking to Arjuna about Bhagavad-gita in the middle of the Kurukshetra war, middle of the field, Kurukshetra field, and just before the war is supposed to begin. You understand the story. The pictures are pretty much there. You can understand from Shantanu Maharaj, Vyasdev, mercy to beget the children, and how the Pandu and Dhritarashtra was born, how Duryodhana's envious on Kauravas, Kauravas envious on Pandavas, and how they're trying to kill, and then gambling match, and followed by exile, and then war, right? Duryodhana don't want to give. So this is the background, and where it's all, the Bhagavad Gita started in the Mahabharata, in the middle of the battlefield. Any questions? So this is a story, just a story now. We'll go to the introduction. Let me see, I have another 34 minutes. I'll try to, yes, Dhruv, anything you want to ask? Okay. If no questions, I'll move on to the next slide. Sorry. Bhagavad-gita introduction. Finally, we come to the introduction of Bhagavad-gita. And if you see this chart here, so before even I go to I wanted to ask, but it's already in there. There are, how many chapters are there?
18.
18 chapters. And total, how many verses?
700.
700 verses. So here you see how many words Dhritarashtra spoke?
One.
Sanjaya?
41.
41.
84.
And
84.
Krishna?
574.
Yes. So Krishna speaks the most because it's Bhagavad-gita, song of the Lord. It's mostly spoken by, as Radhika Mataji mentioned, right? It's the whole Bhagavad-gita, it's never mentioned Krishna's name, rather it mentioned as Bhagavan. So he declared himself he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and he's Bhagavan. Bhagavan, as mentioned in the Vishnu Purana, that the Parasara Muni, who is the father of Vyasadeva, is telling that Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Virasya Yasasya Chaiva Jnana Vairagyashchaiva Sannam Bhaga Itingana. This one is actually talking about who is Bhagavan. Bhagavan is one who possesses 6 things in full. One is strength, fame, beauty, knowledge, renunciation, and one more thing is, I forgot. So these 6 things who possesses in full. Full means complete. And if you see the richest person in this world have so much of $1 billion, a billion, whatever the money, currency that they have, billions and trillions they may have, but still it's not full. They can still have a lot more, and still it's only this particular material world of wealth that they have. They don't have the whole universe of the wealth, right? But Krishna is not like that. He has all the wealth, all the beauty. And there is one more verse in the Isha Upanishad, the invocation mantra in the Isha Upanishad, it says that Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. That means the Lord, Supreme Personality of Lord, is complete. Complete means everything. Purnam is complete. And anything that you, in the present Material world, if you say the basket full of apple is there, it is full, complete. When you take 5 or 6 apple, then the basket is not complete. It's already minus 5 apples and half empty or something like that, right? But in the spiritual world, in Krishna, when he is complete, when you take so many things from him, he's still complete. So this math we cannot understand because this is inconceivable nature of the Lord Krishna. So Bhagavan, that's why is full. And you take, so in that Om Purnamada, they say that all the world emanates from him, whatever the things emanates from him, also complete. Like, for example, this material world is created by Krishna. It's complete actually. We think that there is lack of resources. It's all man-made concoction. Everything is time-bound. There is a verse in Brahma Samhita, Yasaika Nishvasita Kala Mathavalambyo Jivanti Loma Vilaja Jagadandanata. So, from the pore of Vishnu, Mahavishnu, when he exhale, when he breathe, exhale, the universe is created. When he inhale, the universe goes inside. How much? The universe means not just our earth, right? It's a whole universe. We are talking about material universe. It's been born and then goes inside. And you know what is the time of the universe of our calculation? You cannot imagine that, because one day for us, basically, and then 1 year, 1 month, 1 year, that much we know. And how long we know? 80 years, 100 years we know. Maybe 2000 years, some history we know by reading from the school. Only you know that much, right? Kali Yuga, can somebody say how many years Kali Yuga is? The whole Kali Yuga?
100 years.
No, not 100 years.
432,000.
432,000. Nanda, you're correct. 432,000 is Kali Yuga. And the before Yuga is Dwapara Yuga is 2 times of Kali Yuga, 864,000 years. Prior to that is, yes, Samar?
Suppose now Kali Yuga, it is what is the number, Mataji?
The number, I do not know all those things. We have to find out. But I'm just trying to tell you the calculation, how difficult for us to understand now. So you see that maybe 5,000 years of in Kali Yuga we are there. 432,000 is long way to go to for that Kali Yuga to end, right? So Kali Yuga, Dwapara Yuga is 2 times the Kali Yuga, Treta Yuga is 3 times the Kali Yuga, and Satya Yuga is 4 times the Kali Yuga. All 4 yugas combined is called one Divya Yuga. And all the Divya Yuga, 1,000 of such Divya Yuga is called one Kalpa. And one Kalpa is 1 day of Brahma. And you know 1 day of Brahma, then after that 1 more Kalpa is 1 night of Brahma. After that he lives for 100 years. Then the universe is, because the universe is created by Brahma. When Brahma born, he creates the universe, and when the universe is gone, the Brahma is also gone. So he lives for 100 years. So you can imagine 1 day of Brahma is 1,000 Divya Yugas, not even 1,000. 1 Divya Yuga, the 4 yugas combined itself, we cannot imagine. It's like dizzy for us. That much of that universe, one goes in, comes out and goes inside by exhaling and inhaling of Mahavishnu. So how big is Mahavishnu is inconceivable. There are in the Brahma Samhita also there is one more verse. It says that Pantastu Koti Shatavatsara Sampragamyo Vayo Ratapi Manas. So Muni Pungavanam, the all the yogis and everybody, they're trying to find out the potency of the Lord, reach out the Lord by traveling the speed of wind and mind. Still they cannot reach. So that much of inconceivable potency of the Lord, right? So we are talking about Lord Krishna, how big he is, and he is the Supreme Lord himself. He is the Bhagavan mentioned here, as Radhika Mataji rightly said, that everything is complete. He is himself is speaking the Bhagavad-gita, and how much is important for us to know from him, right? So that's an important thing. And it's journey from confusion to clarity. Because initially, when Arjuna is asking Krishna, take me in the front and I want to see the armies, observe the armies, then the chapter 1 starts, we'll come to next week, how much he is confused. And after speaking Bhagavad Gita, how much is clarity, he has got the clarity. And condition stage to freedom. This is the basic slogan of Bhagavad Gita, how in between Bhagavad Gita happens, what is the result, what is the starting stage. Okay, and Bhagavad Gita have 18 chapters we just talked. First 6 chapter is Karma Yoga, second 6 chapter is Bhakti Yoga, and third 6 chapter is Jnana Yoga. And Bhakti Yoga is put in the center. It was actually described by, I'm not sure if Vishwanath Chakravarti or somebody. I told that jewel, think of a jewel box. The down covering is Karma Yoga, and the top covering is Jnana Yoga. The precious jewel is actually Bhakti Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga is most important, and is preciously kept in between the Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. That's why it's in between. If you keep at the end also, it will not be able to be covered nicely by Karma and Jnana. So you need to understand in the structure this way. First start with Karma Yoga, then go Bhakti Yoga, then Jnana Yoga. Don't jump on the chapters and to learn things here and there. You will get confused. Okay, and these words that you mentioned, every single chapters, basically it's a keyword, main keyword for that particular chapter. First chapter is lamentation. Arjuna is lamenting. Lamenting means confused and then telling that I cannot do this. He's already giving up stage. And second chapter is Krishna is telling the identity, who you are, why you need to do all those things. Third is what is your duty. Then transcendental knowledge. Then same Karma Yoga, but result what you need to do. Then meditate. Similarly, Bhakti Yoga, and every single is we just have one word is attached to it for us to know what this chapter is all about. And Prabhupada in his Bhagavad Gita as it is, he has actually given the title for each chapter. When we go into that chapter, we will definitely tell. For example, the first chapter is observing armies in the middle of the battlefield. Second chapter is to Bhagavad Gita summarized, contents of Bhagavad Gita summarized. So whole Bhagavad Gita summarized, it's given in that second chapter. Third chapter is Karma Yoga. Fourth one is transcendental knowledge. Fifth one is same Karma Yoga, but action in Krishna consciousness. So first 6 on Jnana Yoga. So he has given the title for each and every chapter. So we will, when we go through each chapter, you will get to know about it. Let me say, I only have few more minutes. I'll quickly, so you know about the high level, 18 chapters, 700 verses, who spoke how many verses, how many chapters in each chapter, each chapter, how it is actually divided. Any questions on this? So I'll move on to the next one then. What is Bhagavad Gita? Yes, Sanvi?
Mataji, first time you were saying that all the $1 billion and riches, when we leave this material world, we will not get all those means riches and $1 billion.
Perfect, Sanvi, you got it right. Basically, yes, anything that is materially you are earning this life, next life, zero. You start.
We will not get anything.
Anything, nothing. But if you learn something spiritually, you do some devotional service in this life, if you're getting the next life, you will still continue from whatever the percentage you live. For example, 20% or 10% of spiritual life, you're progressing. Next life, 11% onwards, you will increase. You will not start from the beginning because you already did some devotional service. Krishna knows about it, the super soul. He gives you award the next life accordingly. Okay, so that way your spiritual life is already guaranteed to progress very well. But material life, whatever you're earning this so much money, the moment you die in the means your body deteriorates and death, everything is lost. Even when you're living towards the end, so you will not be able to enjoy those rich, right? So you got the point, Sanvi. Very good. So next one is, what is Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is also known as Gita Upanishad. Upanishad is what we have. I think in the previous Madhav class, when we are learning Isha Upanishad, we also learned what is the meaning of Upanishad. Upa means by, near. Nishad means sit nearby. So what actually is meaning is sitting nearby to the Lord, or the student who wanted to learn from the teacher or the guru, he sits nearby and closely pay attention and learn. So here Bhagavad Gita is also Upanishad because Arjuna is learning from Krishna as guru, everything staying close by and understanding everything. So it's called Gita Upanishad. Gita means song, and Bhagavad Gita is song of the Lord. And it is Bhagavad. That's why it's Lord Krishna's Gita song, and it's Upanishad because it's learned by disciple Arjuna. Okay, in the essence of Vedic knowledge, one of the most important Upanishad in Vedic literature. So I want someone to read this one. Anyone who want to read this? Just start. Okay, Abhigyan, read.
Me.
No, first Abhigyan.
Bhagavad-gita is also known as Gita Upanishad. It is the essence of Vedic knowledge and one of the most important Upanishads in the Vedic literature. A timeless dialogue between God and man set on a war field of unforgettable ancient battle answers the weightiest of life's questions with uncommon ease and clarity. The divine conversation between Krishna and Arjuna touches upon the most essential questions in life. It is a matchless gift of God to mankind for delivering the mankind from the nescience of material existence.
Science means lack of knowledge, no knowledge, ignorance. So from the material, you do not know much about material existence, and then because of that, we are thinking that this life is very happy, seemingly happy. Basically, this life consists of all miseries. We all know from the previous classes, there are 4 kinds of misery in this world, which is birth, death, old age,
disease, and old age.
Yes.
And disease and old.
Correct. So birth, have you ever seen any child born happily, smilingly, laughingly? No, right? It's always crying. And always, mother is also crying. But we may forget it once the child is growing. But definitely it's a painful time. And the disease. So from the child, as soon as the child is born, is subject to disease. So now the SARS, the COVID, every single disease is all many dangerous disease. We do not know about it. We are subject to this disease. Getting these diseases because of the modes of material nature that we have, conditioned soul. And the old age, inevitable. As the day goes by, we are becoming old and old and old. And when it becomes old, all our senses diminishes and we are unable to do our regular work, and even whatever the wealth we have, we are unable to enjoy that. It's a painful time as well. Death, nobody knows how painful it is. We are seeing that people are struggling, but how much pain only the people who are dying will know. And definitely it's a painful. All these 4 major things are definitely painful thing, but we are still thinking that the life is happy because the in between we are told we are living is we are happy. And most of the time you see in the social media, especially all the end of holiday time, all of the people posting that I am in Australia, I am in London, this is the USA picture. They just go for holiday and share only the happy pictures of their life. They will not reflect upon what are the difficulties that they are facing, the real goal of our life. They just enjoy the momentary temporary happiness that they are getting it. Maybe they have a lot of other things which the people are liking to only share the happy things on the life. So you have to really be mindful of that. The life is miseries, and this life is full of miseries. Our main aim of this life is to get out of this misery and go back to Godhead and be happily serve Him eternally. That is very important. So this Bhagavad Gita actually gives that knowledge to us. It's very that's why it's directly coming from the Lord Himself as well. So let's move on to the next one, because we have many slides. I quickly covered why. I'm not going to ask anyone to read because it's the time. I will read it. Next week, definitely we'll give chance to everybody to read, because next week we'll not have introduction section, right? We straight away go to the class. Yes?
Mataji, I had a doubt that what is the meaning of what is the meaning of physician?
Physician. Where is it? Here. Physician is a doctor kind of thing. Okay? Is helping you to clear, the doctor gives you medicine so that you will be all right, right? Similarly, this physician, they call it as physician here. Okay? So let me read that. Many comment why Bhagavad Gita as it is. So this Bhagavad Gita as it is the one that we are following, which is by Srila Bhakti, the Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So this one, why we are reading this? There are many commentaries. None of them are authoritative, because one of the comments that Prabhupada has given, he has seen some 600 commentaries of Bhagavad-gita during his period itself. So many people just knowing the Sanskrit words and they're trying to comment on the Bhagavad-gita, and that also with their own concoction, because whatever they think, one of the doctor seems like he commented on Bhagavad-gita about this one, like, Bhagavad Gita is for the deceased person, and Krishna is a physician, like that. So that means basically he's just interpreting Krishna as physician. Sometimes somebody interpret Krishna as a politician. Somebody introduce Krishna as some great personality, but not actually supreme. People who don't accept Krishna as supreme personality of Godhead, then at the end of the chapter, you don't understand the Bhagavad Gita itself, the spirit of Bhagavad Gita. You don't understand anything from it. That person whosoever is commented is completely bogus, not correct. It's not authoritative. That's why we wanted to get the commentary on we wanted to know the Bhagavad Gita as spoken by Lord Krishna himself and as it is spoken. So that was given by our Prabhupada. That's why we are only going through this one. And spirit of Bhagavad Gita is mentioned in the spirit, the Gita itself. He is the supreme personality of Godhead. He has already mentioned that. So our mindset is to listen to the Lord. So we should accept as directed by the speaker, who is Krishna himself. Lord Krishna is established, he is the Bhagavan, and it was also confirmed by great acharyas. There are many acharyas in the past: Shankaracharya, Nimbakacharya, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, and our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everybody say Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So it is no doubt about it. And it was also mentioned in many scriptures. Bhagavad Gita, of course, we know. Brahma Samhita, we also mentioned Lord Brahma is praying to Lord Krishna, and he is cause of all causes. He is the supreme. Everything is confirmed there, and Srimad Bhagavatam is completely on that, of course. And so that's why it is. We are reading Bhagavad Gita as it is. How Bhagavad Gita should be understood. Should be understood in the spirit of devotion. You cannot attend a class and understand Bhagavad Gita thinking that, okay, I know something about Bhagavad Gita. I just attending the class to see whether you are telling it right or not, and I'll challenge you. This kind of mood is not right to listen Bhagavad Gita or understand the Bhagavad Gita. When you read the Bhagavad Gita, you have to be in the devotion mode, spirit. You have to have that, okay. And then one should not think he is equal to Krishna. Very, very important point. Nowadays, you see that there are many Babajis, many gurus coming up telling that I am the Lord, I am Krishna, I am the God. So you can, as we already talked about Bhagavan, who is Bhagavan, full of 6 opulences in full, and the complete, all those things. Can any human being do that? Can you imagine any human being do that? Everything is full. Either he will, even if the richest person who is lack of still money, will not be beautiful, will not have strength or anything like that. Steve Jobs, who was also rich at one point of time, he died in a very young age. He doesn't have strength. He doesn't have beauty. He doesn't have, I mean, fame may be there, but that is also not in full, right? So all those things you have to think that we are not at all equal to Krishna. Nobody, in fact. So anybody says that I'm God, immediately reject him. There is no way that. So Prabhupada mentioned in many of his comments that is it possible anyone to lift the Govardhan hill? Last month we all went to Vrindavan Dham. We went to Vrindavan, the Govardhan Parikrama, 21 kilometers. The circumferences that we went, and this is already diminished Govardhan, because every day 1 mustard seeds is reducing according to the curse from the sage. So the Govardhan, that the Dwapara Yuga is even much more bigger, and you can imagine a 7-year-old boy lifting the Govardhan hill in the very pink little finger in the left hand for 7 days. Who can do that? Only God can do, only Krishna can do. And anybody else doing, we can at least to some extent have some doubt. Okay, we can accept, but nobody can do that. And they simply say, I am God, because they think God as a material, who was born in this material world with a material body, who just enjoys playing with the cowhead boys and enjoys gopis, the Rasalila. I can do the same thing, so I am God. That is not at all possible. You have to remember, Krishna was born in this material world in Dwapara Yuga as Krishna original form, not in the material body, but in the transcendental body. So whatever happens to us doesn't happen to him. He doesn't have any kind of karmic reaction with that body. So he's completely different. Need to understand. It's very, very difficult to understand Krishna, as I mentioned already in Brahma Samhita, 2 verses, right? So difficult to understand, but at least we accept, because we do not know, we accept it. So one should not think Krishna as ordinary personality, which we already talked. Not even great personality. He is a supreme, not just great personality, right? And they have to understand, theoretically at least accept he is a supreme personality, and you have to learn Bhagavad-gita in a submissive spirit. So it is very difficult to understand, but it's a great mystery, but submissive. So there is one verse which we repeatedly telling in the past classes, that vidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnanina sattva darshina 434. The how we have to learn and from our guru, spiritual master, is to go and surrender submissively, inquire and render service unto him, and then get the knowledge from him. Without submissiveness, you cannot learn anything properly. Understand? Let me go. How many more minutes I have? Oh, I hope 10 more minutes. Okay, what is necessity of Bhagavad-gita? Why am I suffering? What is the actual goal of life? People, as I said, misery, right? 4 types of miseries. We always suffering. Whenever we have a problem, we always think like why I have this problem in my life? Why I cannot really enjoy it? Little happiness I get and lot of sadness I'm getting. This kind of questions we'll have. So what is the necessity here? Every man is in difficulty in so many ways. As Arjuna, always in difficulty in having and fighting to fight the battle of Kurukshetra. Not only Arjuna, but every one of us in full anxiety because of material existence. So our very existence is the atmosphere of. So this one it will take time for you to understand, because this material nature is asat, which is temporary and say as non-existence. But we are existing here temporarily. So it is very difficult for us to really understand this. Actually, we are not meant, because we are, whatever we are temporarily living is only our body, but our soul is eternal. We always live. We are supposed to enjoy with Krishna in the spiritual world, but we have come down because of the independence he has given, because we wanted to enjoy independently other than Krishna. That's why he has given us chance to come down and enjoy that. But that enjoyment is very temporary, very, very temporary. We don't understand that. So for that, if we are putting into the such temporary situation, therefore we are suffering. We are put into this material modes of material nature, subject to the conditioned soul. So we are suffering that. And Bhagavad-gita is only solution and for all these problems. So when you read this Bhagavad-gita, you will be understanding that. So here it says in the picture, I'm not going to read this later, I'll send you read that. We all are the spiritual soul, which we are enjoying with Krishna and Goloka Vrindavan, the spiritual sky. But here, if you just quickly, little bit, says, pure wanted to give up Lord's service to enjoy the material world. Our soul, when we are pure in this place, we sometimes think that I want to enjoy myself in the material world. So Krishna said, being a father, okay, any father, if child wanted to do something happy, even though he doesn't like, sometimes he allows because of the compassionate nature. Okay, you go and find out yourself the problem and then come back. Similarly, Krishna is allowing you to go to the material world. Okay, you go, you struggle yourself and realize and come back. So some people realize and go back. Some people don't even realize when they are in the material world. They are so much into Maya, so much into ignorance. So sometimes it is inevitable for the Father to come down and help us. That's where he descends and comes and help us. That's why this Krishna, here Krishna comes during the Apara Yuga to help his own friend and devotee Krishna who's suffering, and then help him. And through him, he is also helping all the humankind by giving this Bhagavad-gita to us. And this here in the second picture, it shows that we wanted to be, due to our ignorance, anger, greed, lust, all those qualities, we're just falling down from the world to the material world, and then we are subject to into all these problems, and then we are trying to suffer more and more. Only if you're getting into this transcendental knowledge from the Krishna, and we realize it and we do devotion service, there is a way that we can go back again. Otherwise, no way that we will be repeatedly coming back into the material world with full of sufferings, different bodies due to our karmic reactions. We'll come to that in a while. While Lord descends and spoke Bhagavad Gita, why Lord descends. So deliver the mankind from this ignorance, and we are in the full of difficulty and anxiety, because which we saw that just now. Out of many sufferings, some inquires and want solution. And for those who definitely the Bhagavad Gita is there for such people who inquires. So for those people, just go to the Bhagavad Gita. Some people who don't even want it, they'll have to suffer more and more. So establish the the real purpose of life. So out of many human beings, some awakens of some them, one who actually enters the spiritual understanding. For them, Bhagavad Gita is spoken. So for you all, the little child, you all wanted to understand. That's why this Bhagavad Gita is for you also, who wanted to know what is the life, why we are here, and all those things. So you please and take this opportunity to learn Bhagavad Gita and understand the real purpose of life. Okay. And it was spoken to Arjuna because...
Mataji,
Yes, Sanvi.
what is the meaning of asset, which was
Asat
there?
is Sat is eternal. Asat is temporary, and this world is temporary for us. That's why Asat means temporary. Okay. So the topics of Bhagavad Gita is actually 5 topics is covered: Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, and Karma. Out of all, Ishvara, we know, is the supreme controller, who is Krishna himself, and Jiva is the living entities. We are Jivas, and Prakriti is a material nature. We are also considered as Prakriti, but the superior nature, because we have consciousness. Prakriti, the material nature, doesn't have consciousness, but we have consciousness. So we are superior nature. And Kala is time, and Karma is activity that we are doing. So out of all these 5, the first 4 are eternal. Prakriti, although material nature, I was telling just now, right? The world, the universe is born, but it goes off. Then you can ask question, how can it be eternal? Eternal means permanent. No, it's how can it be permanent? It goes off. But it agains when Vishnu exhales, the universe is born. Again goes, so it's repeated cycle. Material nature is always there by being coming and going and coming and going, and so it is definitely eternal, that considered that way. And every time the universe is lives in certain period of time, which we just discussed about kalpas and yugas and everything, right? So that time is also eternal. But karma, what we are doing, we make mistake or we get good deeds, we do good deeds, those are karma, and we get karmic reactions in next life. That is not permanent, that is not eternal, because you can get out of this karma by doing the devotional service and go to Krishna. That means it's temporary. It is in our hand. By the transcendental knowledge that we are receiving from Krishna, if we are able to come out of this, it's highly possible that karmic reactions will not. So in our Bhagavad Gita last chapter, it's mentioned sarva dharman parityaja mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksheshyami suchaha. I will eradicate all the sinful reactions and you shall come to me. So sinful reactions, karmic reactions will be cleared off if we surrender unto Krishna. So this is not permanent. So you believe in that, and karmic reactions, whatever you do, if you do little bad in the past, you don't do anymore and follow the devotion service, you can get rid of it. Okay, these 5 topics are important. Please go through this when I share that. How the knowledge is revealed. The knowledge is revealed through the disciplic succession. You see that first time Lord Krishna spoke to sun god Vivaswan, Manu, Ishvaku. But during the course of time, this succession is lost. This knowledge is lost. Then again, Krishna want to speak to Arjuna. And that's why, because he's a friend and devotee, as we know that only devotees can understand. There are 3 types of transcendentalists: Jnanis, yogis, and bhakta. Bhakta is more dear to Lord and they can understand. He spoke to only devotees. So you all are devotees, right? The children, you will understand the Bhagavad Gita very well. That's why Krishna spoke to you all. So devotees of Krishna, the Arjuna, he speak. Luckily, the Vyasadeva has recorded all those things in writings of this. That's why we are able to receive that. Actually, the parampara is also coming from, if you see the parampara, this is our disciplic succession. It is there in Bhagavad-gita book. If you all have, go through the introduction chapter, the last page, you will have all this. From Krishna, the knowledge is transferred to Brahma, Narada, Vyasa, then all the Sampradaya, Acharyas, and finally Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who has written voluminous of books and commentaries and translations and purports for us to understand, because if you're to read the Vedas, we all do not know Sanskrit first of all, and the huge Vedas and Puranas in our lifetime, we cannot finish reading that. That's why our spiritual master has actually curtailed it and given to us the way we can understand in this Kali Yuga, in this life. So he has translated in such a way that easily understood by us. So you have to follow this bona fide disciplic succession to get this, receive the knowledge from Krishna, not just anyhow from any commentary, anybody who gives just like that from their mental concoction. We should not read that. Okay. And glorification of Bhagavad Gita is actually this one I do not want to read because the time is already up. What I'm going to quickly run through this one, just one point for each one. Then later you can read. This was some Parvati, who is Shiva's wife, is asking, my dear husband, you know all the transcendental truths. And because Shiva is one of the topmost devotee of the Lord, he is the topmost Vaishnava. And she's asking, by your mercy, I've heard the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. But now I long to hear the glories of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. She wanted to know the glories of Bhagavad Gita. Now we are talking about Bhagavad Gita. Tell me the glories of Bhagavad Gita. Adi Shankaracharya has actually given this, the dialogue between the Parvati and Lord Shiva. So there are 7 verses are there. I'm just going through only the meaning of it. Gita Mahatmaya 1 is telling that Gita Shastram Idam Punyam, basically that this is the transcendent nature, should read very carefully. And if you properly follow, one is freed from the miseries and anxieties. We just talked about miseries, right? They are free. They no more birth. We'll always be happy with Krishna. This is one reason that we have to read Bhagavad Gita. Second reason, this is if you see that if one reads Bhagavad Gita very sincerely with all seriousness, then by grace of the Lord, the reactions of his past misdeeds will not act upon, which we all just now learned, right? Sarva Dharman Parityaja, I will eradicate, I will clear all your sinful reactions. So Bhagavad Gita, when you read, your past misdeeds, karmic reactions will be taken away. You will not have any more. Third reason why we have to read what is the glories of Bhagavad Gita. So if you want to cleanse ourselves of body dirts, we take bath and we go to even Ganges to clear our sins. It's all still material one. But if you see, but if one takes bath even once in the sacred Ganges water of Bhagavad Gita, for him the dirt of material life is altogether vanished. Material life dirt is basically our karmic reactions, bad reactions, and our modes of material nature, the Maya, whatever we. So if we read Bhagavad Gita, we will understand the essence of it and we'll clear the clarity. And Krishna say, hold my hand, I'll take you. So this is third glories and then reason for us to read. The fourth one is spoken by Supreme Lord himself, right? So one need not read any other literature. This Bhagavad Gita itself is enough. Just one. It gives all the essence, because reading all the Vedic literature, it's very difficult for us to finish it, and it's also to understand, because in many of the scriptures it's mentioned, Prabhupada mentioned that if you read all the Vedas and Puranas, and there is only one conclusion, that Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna. That's all is the main essence is there. And Bhagavad Gita is already telling about it. So you don't have to really have so much to read, but definitely you can read it, but I'm telling you that Bhagavad Gita is first and foremost important for us to understand. So first go through this one. The fifth one is basically talking about the one drinks water of the Ganges attains salvation. So what to speak about one who drinks the nectar of Bhagavad Gita? So because water of Ganges coming from the foot of the Lord, Bhagavad Gita is coming from the lotus mouth of the Lord. Although lotus mouth and lotus feet are non-different, but still, if you see that, the impartial study, we can appreciate the Bhagavad Gita is even more important than the water of Ganges. That is the fifth point. And sixth point, it says, Gita Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, the essence of all Upanishad is just like a cow. Bhagavad Gita is like a cow, and Lord Krishna is the cowherd boy milking the cow, and the calf is Arjuna, who is actually getting. So this is just a kind of telling the analogy about how the Bhagavad Gita is like, how important it is, because for a calf, milk is so important, and then it was given by the Lord himself. The last and foremost, the most important point is Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam, Eko Deva Devaki Putra Iva, Eko Mantras Tasya Namani Yani, Karmapi Ekam Tasya Devasya Seva. This means there is only, we can read this one. In the present day, people are very much eager to have one scripture, one God, one religion, and one occupation. Therefore, Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam. So if at all one Shastra is there, that means one common scripture of the whole world, that is Bhagavad-gita. Devaki Putra is Krishna, Devaki's son. His, whatever the song given by him, which is Bhagavad-gita, is Ekam Shastram. And Eko Deva, who is one Deva, who is one God, Devaki Putra, who is also Krishna. And Eko Mantra, there is only one mantra. What is that? Namani Yani, which is Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the only mantra, one mantra. And then Karmapi Ekam Tasya Devasya Seva, that let there be one work only, which is service to the Supreme Personality of God. You can see that 4 pictures clearly depicts that Bhagavad Gita is one book, and Krishna is one God, Hare Krishna Mahamantra is one mantra, and service to the Lord is the one work, only one work that we need to do. So this is very important for us to read Bhagavad Gita to know all those things. I think I've completed the slides. I had to rush through because of we have only less than an hour time to complete it. So, but I'll share these slides to you all. Please send your questions in our WhatsApp group, whatever you wanted to learn. And from moving forward, I think we'll have more time. We can go little slowly on each chapter, we understand. But are you all awake or sleeping?
Awake.
Understand or not?
Hare Krishna
Awake,
Mataji.
Mataji.
You all understood anything or not?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes?
Yes,
Yes, Mataji.
So most of you understood. Then I'll ask questions. Start, please.
Yes. Yes.
Surely.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Mataji.
Ah.
Mataji.
Yes. Yes, Anvi.
Mataji. Actually, some Matajis didn't see my sister, so I want to show her.
Your sister. You want to show your sister? Okay, please show. Sanvi, where are you? Let me go into the spotlight of you. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Every class she's attending fully. I saw she was there with you fully. She knows much better than anybody now. Right? Hari bol. Okay, since you all said you understood, quick question. What are the 5 topics of Bhagavad Gita? Can somebody say?
Mataji, can I see? Mataji.
Wait, Samarth, I will ask some new person. You all switch on your camera and raise the hand. I will see who is raising. Avigna, Avigyan, Samarth, raise the hand. Who else? Okay, Avigyan.
Prakriti, Jiva, then the spiritual type, the spiritual type.
I only heard Prakriti and Jiva. What else? Other things?
Yeah, then the spiritual type, and then I forgot the other 2.
Ishwara. Okay.
Karma.
Anybody else can say? Ishwara? Yes, Shivansh.
Shiva Karma.
Shiva. Okay, yes, but I want to hear from Shivans also. Yes, Shivans.
So Mataji, it's Ishwara, it's Jivas, and it's Prakriti, it's Kala, and it's Karma.
Very good. So, how many are eternal?
Jiva, Kala, and Karma. Jiva, Kala, and Karma.
Karma is not eternal. Karma is the only one temporary. But Ishan, anything else you want to say?
Mataji, there are 4 only.
Okay. Okay, another 2 minutes. Just asking two last question. Can somebody say what are the 3 divisions of Bhagavad-gita? Raise hands. Okay, I will ask Samat. I'll give chance because I am not giving him. Yes, Samat.
Mataji, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Karma Yoga.
You have to tell in sequence.
Okay. Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Jnana Yoga.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. And the numbers you may not remember. Still, can somebody say how many verses spoke by Krishna?
574.
Raise your hand. Somebody already telling. I'm so happy you all are attending very
574.
Mataji, 574.
Okay.
I remember all the numbers. Can I say?
Yes.
Dhritarashtra said only one verse. Sanjaya said 47 verses. Arjuna said 84 verses. And Krishna said 547 verses.
Okay, there is a small change.
Sanjaya 41.
Okay. Sanjaya is 41.
Oh, okay.
No, Sanjay is 43, right?
41. Lord Krishna is also wrong.
574.
Bhavya is correct. Okay. So I think pretty much there. Who is the brother of Dhritarashtra and Pandu?
Vidura.
Yes. Very good. So, and all these brothers are born with the mercy of who?
Vyasadev.
I thought I really rushed the class and I thought you will not understand, but most of you understand all. I'm so happy. I'll send the slides. You will read through that and get more information and ask any questions in the WhatsApp anytime.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay. Anybody have, shall
Mataji, how many did Arjuna said and Sanjaya said?
Okay, Sanjaya said 41. I'll send you the slides. Arjuna said 84. Have you taken down the notes?
Yes.
Okay. I think Mitra joined a bit late. Mitra, you wanted to introduce yourself? Everybody introduced them. You can tell your name, your age, where are you from?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes.
I am Mitra. I am 9.5 years old. I am from Singapore.
Very good. And Mitra is attending our Gopal class also regularly and also our physical class. She can play Mridanga very well. And she attends Mangalarti whenever there is a school holiday. She never fails to attend. Very, very important thing to if there is no morning program, your spiritual progress is declining. That means so she's really very good at it. I'm very happy to know. So welcome, Mitra. Since you joined a bit in the middle, I could not have your introduction. So okay.
And Mataji,
Yes.
how many Krishna said verses?
574. Okay, so I think I'm not going to ask any more questions because we are running out of time already. So next week, maybe 5-10 minutes, we will ask. I will hand over to Nishita Mataji to ask questions of today's class, and then you will be prepared to answer. Huh? Okay, then we will start with our chapter 1. Next week is chapter 1. More interesting one. Okay, so we'll end the class. Hari Hari Bol. Have